I haven't been taking these, but I have been taking, oh my God, do I have some slight regrets and worries? Yes, but I feel good about it. I'm buying these on Amazon immediately. So, hello, welcome back. It's Friday. It's time for a new vlog to start, and I've got to put on some makeup. Well, I don't have to put on some makeup, but I feel like I do, because this has been a week and it shows on my face. I'm gonna put on some makeup to get ready for work. Just checked my Starbucks app because I got a notification that it was like, you know, new whatever. And I thought, oh, I'll just check whether or not I've got a reward to use, because it's the very end of the month. This is the 31st of January as I'm filming this now, and I could do with a pick-me-up on the way to work. I thought I might get myself a coffee and a blueberry muffin if I've got a reward in the app. I have 9 rewards. The only time never 9, but the only time I've had anything like this is when the Starbucks at the end of the street first opened. And I don't know if it was the Starbucks that was making a mistake or if it was the app that was screwing up, but I was earning points, rewards, whatever, like no one's business. Like no one has ever earned as many, like I was going multiple times a day when it first opened. So I was earning the rewards pretty quickly, but every single time I used the reward, it didn't go off the app. So I stacked them up and I had loads, but again, not 9. 9 is astronomical. I also thought I'd check, because it's my birthday this week, to see whether or not my birthday reward was in. That's not even part of it. That's not even included, because that's a separate thing. What happened? Did Starbucks, you know, like on Friends, when Rachel's credit card company calls her and says there's been some unusual activity, and the unusual activity is that she stopped using a credit card. Is it that Starbucks were like, oh my God, she stopped going to Starbucks, let's give her some free coffee. Like, first one's free. Not first, but you know what I'm saying. Let's lure her back into the fold. Or is this a thing? Have they given everyone loads of free rewards in the past 2 months since I stopped going? Definitely seemed weird. Also, the Starbucks at the end of my street is a bit awkward at the moment because of all of the roadworks are driving me crazy. There was an accident the other day. A child was hit by a bus. The child is fine. I don't know if it was at speed. Everything was closed down for a while, but presumably it was more about paperwork than anything else, because I don't think that the bus could have been going that quickly. But it is terrible. The thing since we moved in here, which was, going on 10 years, must be 9 years this year. Since we moved in here, people have been asking, because this was a brand new estate, for a crossing, because it is so busy, that road, and now for that road to be taken out by these roadworks is just not fun. But people have been asking for a crossing. There's not a lot of that, and I feel like just in the time that we've had the roadworks, we've had so many accidents that surely it is working in the favour of the people who want that, because how many do you have to have? How many incidents do there have to be before the council will actually listen to a plea for? We're on one side of the road, and over the other side of the road is a school, a primary school. You would think that would be enough, wouldn't you? Because it's a really busy road. People use it as like a thoroughfare, so it gets crazy. But no, madness. The only thing we use it for is walking the dog, but it feels so impossible to get across that road. I can't imagine what it's like to have to cross it with small children. Speaking of the council, while we're on that subject, I have a small update. The car accident I had in the last vlog, which was not in the vlog, obviously, but I told you the story of what happened. So I got the email back from the police saying, soz, can't do anything about it unless you've got the registration plate. Because it was such a well lit, and in my opinion, it seems to be covered by cameras, I was like, I can't just accept this as this is what it is. Like, we're just gonna let them get away with it. Just to catch you up, someone hit me at night while I was driving my car. someone hit my car because they ran a red light and then they ran off. Very annoying. So I contacted the council and asked them if I could request the registration be looked for on the cameras. Obviously, it was nighttime. We'll see. Maybe it'll never come to anything, but I want someone to look at least. There are 4 cameras in that area at that junction. And I got like a stock message back saying, because I know that they can't give me the information directly. But it's like, can I, because obviously the police are not going to do that, which fair enough, but then I have to be able to do it if the police do not have the capacity. So I thought, can I do the legwork to actually find this information from the council? And then can you just hand it off to the police if you find any information? And I just kind of got this like standard email back saying, we can't give any information to you. It has to be directly requested either by the police or your insurer. So then I called my insurer back and they were like, yep, we will do that. So they took all of the information that I was going to give to the council and they will now request that information. It is in their best interest because they're paying out for a claim that they don't need to if someone else has got insurance. So yeah, we'll see. But I can't just be like, oh, that's fine. That's fine. Let's just pretend that we can go around hitting each other's cars and that's fine, you know? Anyway, I did my hair yesterday and went to pick up Milo from school and he was like, who is this? I had my hair done. I had actual clothes on, jeans, would you believe, for the first time in a week, actually dressed, and sunglasses. Picked him up from school. I mean, it wasn't an intentionally like glamorous look, but I kind of was like this with big sunglasses on, put a scarf around me because it was cold, and I was unrecognisable from the mother he'd known for the past week. So yeah, I honestly can't believe how quickly my hair has grown. I knew it would grow out quick enough, but madness, right, to work. I just realised, you can see it from that angle, just realised I put a little bit of extra powder on my face after I'd done my makeup, and it's still there. Hopefully I can blend it in the car before I get to the Starbucks drive-through window. Let's talk about this Starbucks thing because I got my coffee and my muffin for free, which is unheard of. It's new. I was like, what do you mean I can have my muffin for free? So now I only have 7 rewards, but still. So this says, he was like, I'm going to get you a flyer because things have changed. It says that you can earn points, earn rewards faster, collect stars, blah, blah, blah. Hang on a select merchandise. So you can buy merchandise with them as well. Oh, do you know what? I might have spent more. That might not have been a good deal. I might have spent more stars than I liked because I think I spent 300 stars on that muffin and only 130 on. Oh no, it would have been 500. What? It's not quite as good as it seems. So it's really good if you only drink like a filter coffee. If you have like an Americano, before this was not particularly a good deal for you. Now this is a great deal. So now okay, so it's more about stars than it is about individual, what did I call them? Rewards. Once upon a time, one reward was one drink of any value. So if you got a filter coffee, small filter coffee, or I got like a large, snazzy, whatever the thing is of the moment, it would be one reward. Whereas now they're taking stars off you. This is not sponsored by Starbucks in any way. This is just me learning about the new thing in real time, and I'm going to tell you about it. So that's why it seemed like I had so many rewards, because the rewards are starting at 130 stars. So technically, I could have had 9 filter coffees, but I couldn't have had 9 lattes. A latte would be a handcrafted beverage, which would be 500 stars. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot of stars. The muffin was only 300 stars. But in truth, I might use all of my rewards on muffins. I might. It might make... Whoop! Nearly dropped shit. Might make more sense to use all my rewards on muffins. Anyway, Regardless, this morning Starbucks was free entirely. So I feel like this morning I just thought, it's been a rough week. Today you can have a Starbucks, and the universe rewarded me with it being completely free. It's Saturday night. It's not Saturday night. Saturday morning. I was going to say, last night I got home from work. We had a takeaway with the kids. And because we were like, should we go out for dinner? No, we'll have a takeaway. So we had a takeaway with the kids. And then I basically just went to bed. So I didn't vlog at all after work. It was just such a long day. Anyway, today we have the baby. We're going to do our little birthday trip with her, a little birthday day out. I'm just hanging out because she's not awake yet. So you can't really plan because she has her own schedule. So I kind of get up early and then I'm just like prepared for as and when she wakes up and wants to be doing something. Anyway, I'm sitting here. I was just chatting with Emma and I thought, I'll put something on the TV. I've been looking everywhere for the TV remote, everywhere. And then I realised where it was. It's here. I'm putting a luminous case on this tomorrow.
There's no curtain.
Which flower are you going to pick? Which one do you want that one?
Oh, she needs to press the right button though. Yay! Oh, good girl. Give her.
Good job! Is that your ice cream? We're in Marks and Spencer's. I'm doing my return. I am doing my return. So many people said, remember to take back those jeans, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it now. We've been to Ikea, had a great day. Isabella got her things that she wanted to get. All the things that usually you don't let kids buy in Ikea. She's got them all. Ella stayed in the car because she spilled a drink all over herself. And we're just popping in to do my return. Maybe get some snacks. Maybe get some snacks from the food hall while we're in M&S. Seems rude not to. Took the baby home. It was so funny. We had a great day with her. Really, one of the better ones. And we did all kinds of stuff. Went to Ikea with her, which is a great, in my opinion, great day out for a baby. Loads of things to see and do. We let her pick whatever she wanted. She really went back and forth. There was a panda in play for a moment, but she ended up getting a monkey that she called Matty, i.e. that's how she says monkey. And she got an enormous dog. So great day all round. Oh, I also let her pick a flower from the flower market section of Ikea. It was super cute. It was just super cute. Would recommend. And then we took her to my mum's house, where we went and got the present from mum, and obviously my birthday present as well, because my birthday's next week. And then we came back here and she opened the other presents that we got her and kind of play with the kids, but it was so cute. And then when it came time to take her home, she was absolutely fine, making sure she'd got all of her things. She was absolutely fine, saying goodbye to Milo, saying goodbye to Manny. Ella had gone for a walk, and then we left. I literally, as I stepped out of the door, she started going, so what's the matter? She was like, Manny. And she was crying because she was leaving Manny. How cute is that? Anyway, I'm reheating pizza from last night. These are amazing. It's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Rechargeable hand. I know some of you will be like, yeah, obviously. Rechargeable, heat holder things. You can change the heat that they are. They can charge your phone. They are incredible. I am buying these on Amazon immediately. Someone's let me on. Sometimes this happens when I'm filming on my phone and there is no sound, and I don't know why. But I was basically just telling you that football got called off. We were stood there for 2 hours. It's the first game of Milo's that Ella's been to see, and she felt like a jinx, honestly. Yeah. It was muddy and cold, and the ground was terrible. And so it was called off, even though we were all there. Frustrating. And then next week, we're supposed to be playing at that same ground, and I think we're actually going to be playing at home instead. Where's the paper part of that lamp gone? Oh, it's over there. I really should put them inside somewhere so they don't get completely destroyed in the winter.
Too late.
Yeah, I know. Shoulda, woulda, coulda with so many things. It feels like it's only going to be a minute till I can get out and sort the garden out.
Hey, Manny.
Anyway, I'll check the bell now. And Milo's got a friend coming around to watch the Royal Rumble, so not a totally wasted day. So, I was reading yesterday. I was reading yesterday about mouth taping, and you may remember I bought this microporous tape ages ago, and I bought it with this in mind, that I was going to tape my face to minimise and to be fair, this works. I think I did it like 3 days in a row and then forgot all about it. This 100% works, very temporarily, but I can see how long term, if you like tape your wrinkles apart while you sleep, that's gonna soften them, because I'm such a scowler. So, you know, if it's your vibe, if it's the kind of thing you want to do, it's a thing. It's totally a thing. Anyway, around the same time, I heard a lot of people talking about mouth taping, but what I heard was if you tape your mouth shut, if you tape your mouth shut, then the way that you now breathe through your nose will give you like this snatched jawline, which I just didn't believe for a second. So I kind of just thought, well, that's not true, and dismissed it completely. And then I was reading about it yesterday, and there's loads of benefits. Like, you get more oxygen, you sleep better. You get more oxygen, you sleep better. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Less congested, which is massive for me at the moment, being so poorly so often. I'm trying to remember, like, less stress and anxiety. I'm guessing this is all oxygen related. Blood pressure. I went on and on about this. Longer than you need to hear me talking about mouth taping, especially since I'd only done it for one night. I've now done it for 4 nights. I am seeing a benefit in the morning for sure, but I'll keep you posted. You don't need my, like, my telling you how good something is that she's tried once. Just I'm annoyed just listening to myself. So, yeah, I'll come back to you on this. So I've been busy all day, and the majority of what I've been busy with is this. So excited about this new launch. I'm just taking all the precautions. I'm so nervous that they're going to leak in transit, because we've never really sold anything like this before. Anything else that we've sold that's liquid, we've sold as like a refill and a bottle separately for you to fill when you got it. This is a whole new world. They've got all the gaskets and all the things that should stop the leaking, but I don't know. I think it's just anything where you do something new feels a bit nerve-wracking, doesn't it? So that's what I've been doing today. Also trying to get some of my chores done, because tomorrow's my birthday and I don't want to have to do boring chores. I am going to have to, but I just kind of wanted to get ahead of some of the stuff, you know? I am going to be labelling all of these bowls tomorrow, but I don't mind that. I don't mind. That's not the worst thing to be doing on my birthday. I was just talking to someone about Substack. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will have heard me talk about Substack. I've been like, come and follow me on Substack, come and follow me on Substack. It's getting a little bit desperate, to be honest. A little bit, it's reading needy, you know? It's, I need to dial it back a little bit. But if you want to go and follow me on Substack, that'd be great. If you used to follow my blog, or if you used to be like a blog-loving reader, that was how I used to read blogs. You will love Substack. You will love it. It is basically, like, I joined it a couple of years ago, and I was just at the time like, I don't know if this is for me. This feels like another platform. Like I kind of considered it and then thought better of it. In the meantime, they've added so much to it. Like, you can add audio, you can do videos. It's got like a notes feature that kind of feels like Twitter. It's like every kind of social media platform in one, almost like a little bit too good to be true. And in a moment of madness, I deleted my blog, which is crazy because I've been uploading to that blog for 15 years. But I deleted my blog. It's I've been spending a lot of money on it every year, basically just to keep all of the content. I downloaded the content, don't get me wrong. There was like 11,000 posts or something I couldn't just do away with. That would be like deleting my YouTube channel and not even saving anything. But I did delete my blog, and it was just kind of in a moment of, I'm not paying for something that is not bringing me any revenue anymore. It hasn't done for a lot of years. It feels kind of like another plate to spin that I constantly feel like I'm kind of failing. It's always kind of in the back of my mind of, this is something you're not doing that you should be looking at. And so it felt very freeing, but also sad to shut it down. But I did. I shut it down. And since then, I have been posting like a mad woman on Substack, and it really, truly feels like the good old days of blogging. Like, I'm going to bring back Face Mask Friday. I've just been like posting. It feels so low pressure. I love it. I love it so much. So yeah, check that out. I'm going to do some audio episodes there as well, like audio posts. It feels like everything just automatically goes off to everywhere as well. So you can like, it's just, again, very, very new. So I'm very excited. You know, this is how it goes. I kind of like love bomb with things. This is the ADHD. But I'm excited. I'll leave it linked below. The blog is no more. The blog is gone. It's no more, which is really surreal. But Substack is the new thing. I feel good about it. Do I have some slight regrets and worries? Yes, but I feel good about it. This is 39 apparently. Still making the coffee. Lee offered to go to Starbucks this morning and get us the coffee early, but I know I've banged on and on about the crazy roadworks on our street, but it is insane. And although Starbucks is literally like 5 minutes down the road, Lee would be getting in that traffic once to come back and to go back in that traffic just to get the Starbucks, which seems insane to me. So I should make a coffee. My friend Leanna just messaged me to say she's just realised that we're gonna tilt. I have nowhere to put you actually on a full-on tripod now. This feels like aggressive vlogging for this time of the morning. She's just messaged me to say she's just realised that I'm 40 and she's 30 next year. Her birthday's in January, my birthday's in February. Like, that feels like unnecessary casual brag, to be honest, Leanna. Unnecessary casual brag. Right. Okay, I've done the school run. Oh, I'll show you what I got. I got some presents from Lee and the kids, from Emma and Chris, and from my mom. My mum and dad, but you know. My mom. I'll show you those in a second. But first, I'm going to make myself another coffee, and I think I'm going to label these. I've had them like this all night, just to see if any of them leaked. I did have one that I thought was leaking, but I think it was just residual water, because after I poured them all, I washed them in soapy water to make sure that there was nothing left over, because it's almost impossible not to get stuff on the outside of them as you're filling them. But overnight, none of them leaked, which is really good. I'm just so paranoid about it. But this is our first run of this, so it's probably going to happen. I'm just trying to avoid it where possible. So yeah, I think I'm going to label these, and I might film something for my MikhilaMakes channel at the same time, because I haven't posted anything there this year. Hey, right, so I have filmed some stuff this morning. I feel real productive. I filmed some things, I edited some things. I tidied up the garden. It's the 4th of February. Who do I think I am? And when do I think it is? I've got oily hands, so I'm just going to crop you there for now. I think I just kind of looked outside and was like, no more. Like, there's just been stuff scattered around the garden. I've been sick of looking at it. In the back of my mind, I've been thinking, the time is almost coming. We're going to be wanting to spend time outside in the next few months. And I don't know why today. I don't know why today. I put makeup on just to film something and I'm taking it straight back off because I want to try a face mask. My mum got me like a box of, it's kind of like a little gift box. It's a real variety of stuff. I did film what I got for my birthday because what I got for Christmas got more views than usual. In all honesty, that's why I filmed it. And so I filmed what I got for my birthday because people clearly want to see that. I suppose it's like, there, that's what am I looking for a towel. I suppose it's a haul by another name, isn't it? And there aren't going to be that many hauls from me this year. So I thought I'll throw it in there, throw it in the mix. So I filmed that. I also have a sponsorship that I'm really happy with the sponsorship. It's for BetterHelp. This video is not sponsored by BetterHelp, but I am doing a sponsorship for them. But I have to do, like, I filmed my segment for them, and it was only supposed to be 60 seconds long, and it's 3 minutes, because when have you ever known me to be able to give you information in 60 seconds? So I don't know whether or not that's going to be okay. So basically, I filmed, just to give you a bit of a behind the scenes, I have filmed the video assuming that little segment that I also filmed today is going to be included in that video, but I've also done a second edit where I take out any mentions of it in case they come back and they're like, we need you to just talk less. I've been using BetterHelp for a little while, but prior to that I was actually using another online therapy. Oh my God. So when they contacted me, it made sense. I mean, again, cards on the table, because I was already paying for a service, and I thought, well, if they're going to give me a free couple of months to try their service, why wouldn't I? Sorry, I'm getting distracted because I need something. This is a face mask, but it's powder, and I don't know what to mix it in. So I've got this lid from some body cream. So I'm going to wash this off, and I'm going to use this, hopefully, to mix it in with. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, what I was saying was, I've had some experience with them in the past, and most recently I'd been using another service, so it kind of made sense, and it's been really good. I've been talking to someone specifically about ADHD, and we've worked through some things. It's been fairly invaluable. So anyway, I filmed the sponsorship bit of that today. I don't know how much of this I'm supposed to use. Mix 2 teaspoons with an equal amount of water. Well, obviously I'm not going to measure it. Let's just see what happens. And if not, I will film whatever I'm going to film for next week and just add the segment into that instead. Or I'll have to film the segment completely again, which I hate to do because I feel like it always comes across as more authentic when it is the first take and it's genuinely just what I wanted to say. That's not to say that I'll be told to say something that I don't believe, but if I have to ever refilm something, which honestly doesn't happen very often these days because I'm very choosy about who I work with, and I tend to work with like people repeatedly, and then they just like, yeah, that's fine, no problem. HelloFresh is a great example of that. I've never had them ask me to refilm anything, which is amazing. But I have a feeling BetterHelp might be a bit more specific about words and like, you can't say this, you can say this. When you are representing a brand, that's when it becomes a little bit tricky. And they, like, it could literally just be like, oh, you can't say this word. Because they don't want to get into trouble for representing themselves in a way. I don't know. It's kind of a complicated thing, but I'm hopeful because I feel really good about that being a very real conversation that I was having. So if I don't have to refilm it, that would be great anyway, but I just, you know what I mean? I feel like it just comes across better when it's really a conversation you're having rather than having to read a script. I hate that. I think I've used like way too much water here. I used the whole thing, which you definitely didn't need to do. I wish somebody else was home, like Ella or even Lee, to use the rest of this up on, but I'm just going to do a really thick face mask instead. And I'm also going to hope nobody comes to my door while I have this on. Do you know what? Oh, if I thought about it in advance. I mean, if I thought about it in advance, like if I just thought could be the name of my memoir. Oh, if I just thought ahead of time, X. You know, it could be applied to almost everything I've ever done in my life. If I just thought about it, then I would have done this, not on camera, with no clothes on, and then I could have put it anywhere on my body. Because who knows? Who knows where this could be useful? Ooh. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to cover myself in a towel because this is gonna be really messy if it drips all over me. But it's supposed to be a refreshing green mask. And I picked the green one because green clay masks tend to be good for, I mean, this is literally just colour association, but green masks tend to be good for breakouts, don't they? You know, like if you were gonna guess at the different colours, you would guess that the green one was good for breakouts. And I've got like something big happening underneath the skin. Oh, it's giving wicked. I might have to do something stupid while I've got this mask on. I might, did I show you what? I don't think I did. Hang on, let me show you because it's relevant what Milo got for my birthday. Milo got me for my birthday. It's Galinda at this point. Galinda's wand. Do you love it? I love it. The irony that I decided to tidy up the garden because I was feeling positive about spring, and I just left the house and it's fully raining. I was literally thinking, it's around this time, like February, March, that I start feeling like, ooh, let's tidy up the garden, let's start doing some gardening, let's start kind of like getting ahead of the new season. Honestly, it feels so much warmer today. Like it's so mild compared to what it's been like. But it's always around this time. And I just get a little bit ahead of myself. And then we have 6 to 8 weeks of like full rain. Do not leave the house. Do not go in the garden. Do not do anything. And by the time summer comes, I can't be bothered. So everything is pretty much on schedule. Hey, who is she wearing makeup? I don't know. I woke up this morning and thought, I'm going to put makeup on today. And so here we are. It feels very all or nothing because this feels very heavy to me. I had a great birthday. Kind of uneventful, but you know, that's what it is when you have a weekday birthday and you're old. And I had Wagamama's delivered for tea, which you can't beat it. You can't beat it. Then what did we do? Oh, we watched a movie. We watched that new You're Cordially Invited with Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon. It's pretty funny. It's worth a watch. It's very predictable, but I love Reese. I love him. The whole thing is like, it's a very kind of comfort watch type thing. So would recommend. And now it's Wednesday, just back to reality. Oh, also, I got my feedback from BetterHelp and they liked the clip exactly as it was. So that's a win. That is a win. Once you start getting feedback from brands with like little things, and I totally get it, it's like probably legal stuff, especially when it's an American company versus working with English people. You get a lot of like, oh, you can't quite say this, you can't quite say that. Like, I'll give you an example, Skin and Me. You can't say prescription, which I understand, because there must be a bit of this is false advertising, I don't know. But you can prescribe. It doesn't have to mean medical, but there are very specific things that are like, oh, you can't say these things. And once a brand starts picking and choosing and like trying to edit your language, I'm like, oh, I don't like this. It doesn't come across as authentic and I don't like it. As a viewer, I see it. As obviously a creator, I'm like, So that was really nice. They came back and were like, everything's cool. The only thing, do you know what, that they did say is in America, they had very specific wording for Americans versus outside of America, not specifically English people, but outside of America, and what you could say to specify that something was sponsored. And I know this has been talked about before with the ASA, but like technically sponsored is not enough. It needs to say ad. It needs to be very clear. Regardless, if you say this is sponsored and I was paid, then that's fine. It just needs to get rid of any kind of grey area from the ASA perspective. If you said I was sponsored but I was paid, they would be totally fine with that. There's no like real cut and dry rulings, but from their perspective, they obviously have some guidelines, and they were like, you can't say sponsored, as in you can't even say it at all. I was like, okay, cool, fine. So I edited that little bit out, and then I just put a little card in with a voiceover saying like, the following thing is a paid advert for BetterHelp. So we'll see if they approve that, but that felt a little bit disjointed. But I don't do that much in terms of paid stuff these days. For the most part, the things I get offered, I don't feel good about, and so I don't accept them. And so I feel slightly out of practice working with a new brand. But it is something that I want to pursue more of this year. I want to open myself up to more opportunities that I don't know, they kind of gave me the ick in the past few years. And now I'm kind of recognizing that the only way to make a YouTube channel sustainable in terms of the amount of time that you dedicate to it is to accept sponsorships here and there. It's just difficult. Firstly, I don't want to do it. But occasionally when they come up and it feels like it works out and it makes sense, like this, unlike HelloFresh, then I'll accept it. But I was talking to someone the other day, Mrs. M, she did, like Caroline Mrs. M, she did a thing, she mentioned in a vlog that she had the opportunity to basically promote kind of like a weight loss drug that I think she said she'd already taken it, and they contacted her and said they wanted to do a promotion, but she wouldn't do it, which I really respect. Because although she was doing it for herself, she didn't feel good about being paid to talk about it or getting it for free in exchange for talking about it. And I said, my benchmark is if it's something that I would, like if someone says, will you be paid to talk about this? I think, would I want my child to be influenced into using this service or paying for this thing? Like, if my child told me, oh, I saw this thing and I did this thing, or I bought this thing, or I used this service, how would I feel? And that is my benchmark for if I feel okay about accepting a sponsorship. And that's why kind of medical stuff, I mean, the amount of plastic surgery I have been offered is offensive, but I would never. I once did something to do with, I didn't really think of it as gambling, because it was like buying tickets, you know, like I just didn't think of it as gambling. I would never do. I feel like we've had this conversation not that long ago, possibly off the back of Caroline's video. But yeah, it's just kind of top of mind this week because I'm doing my first. This is really the first advert I've done for a new company in a long time. I've got a parcel. I think it's from Vinted. I honestly can't even remember what I've ordered from Vinted. I've gone a bit mad recently because I had so many things that I sold. Oh! Look at this. Do you know what? Even as I was buying it, I'm not talking to you. Even as I was buying it, I was a little bit concerned about the colour. Like, is this a colour for me? I know if we looked at my colour palette, it is not. I wanted to see what the brand was because I don't remember what it said online. There isn't a label in here anyway. Oh, there is. Oh, it's Zara. It's Zara. Let me take this cardigan off. She's always wearing a cardigan. Even though it doesn't go with my outfit at all. Really, I need like a hoodie, like a zip-up hoodie for t-shirts and things. Oh, this is cute. This is really cute. So I bought this, and I mean, I say I've been on a spree. I bought like 3 things, and 2 of them were from one seller. I bought this and 2 like oversized shirts, because in the summertime, I was kind of looking back at what I was wearing last year, and in the summertime I just wore a lot of like vests and oversized shirts. Oh, what do you think? What do you think? Is this me? I wanted something that felt really cozy still, because I'm still in that, like, it's so cold outside. I'm still in that wanting to wear cozy clothes and like be warm, but something that felt kind of a little bit more dressed up. I can't wear it like this. This looks like, you know, like an olden days clown. Like if my grandma had knitted a clown outfit, that's what this looks like. Obviously I'm wearing it over a big t-shirt, which I wouldn't usually, but I feel like I'll probably wear it like that more often. Maybe, no, it's too long to tuck in. So I don't think I can ever wear this. I don't think I can ever wear it buttoned up. I think it's just gonna look crazy, but I will definitely wear it like this. Oh, if it was green and pink, I could do the Elphaba, Glinda, Elphaba, Glinda. I'm a witch and she's a witch. Oh, this is begging to be TikToked. Begging. So yeah, now I'm waiting for my blouse type things that I've ordered. Did I tell you that Milo's now selling stuff on Vinted? He wasn't very well the other day and I kept him off school. And I was thinking, like, what can we do today that's kind of a productive thing? I taught him how to use Vinted. He's got his own account, which obviously is connected to one of my emails so I can see everything. He was like taking pictures of stuff and selling things. I've set him up. Monzo do an under 16s account now, or under 18s, whatever it is, kids account. I put my name down on the please let me know as and when, and that came up last week. So I set him up a Monzo account, that's arrived, which he's really excited about because he's got like his first taste of online banking in an app. He's also got his Monzo account on Apple Pay, which is fantastic because now if at any point he's at school and he's like, oh, I want to go to McDonald's with my friend after school, I don't have to go and take him money because they don't just have cash. Kids don't like keep cash on them now. So I can transfer him money if he wants to do something after school. He's just got it on his phone. He's got a physical, very bright yellow card, which he's really excited about. But because he's now got access to this, like, here's my money, he wants to earn money. And obviously there's not just a steady, it's not just like a steady stream of income that a child can earn. So I said, well, why don't you sell some things? The Vinted continues. I'm going to make myself another coffee. I think it's been a coffee kind of week. That was way too much. I just, you know those weeks when you just do not have the energy to survive. Oh, it's a loud one today. Also, I've had some questions about the supplements that I was taking. I thought I would show you various things that it's going to be loud. Let me just move a little bit further away from it. The various supplements that I've been trying out. I'm not taking them all at once. There was a point, early in the year, she says in February, but at the very beginning of the year, I was taking all of these every day. And then I was starting to feel sick and I don't know if it was this, if it was someone else. So what I'm doing now is I'm kind of like switching them out and just seeing how I feel about them. And so far I've got up to 3 and I'm taking them at night. So zinc and magnesium. Someone told me, it was a different one. Zinc and magnesium, I've been taking these, don't seem to have a problem with it. Supposedly it's supposed to help you sleep, but I also take melatonin at night. These are the ones that Emma brought me back from Niagara Falls. I mentioned again, but Caroline, Mrs. M, she sent me these because she said she didn't get along with them. I really liked them. Have I got any more left? No, I've used them all up. It was 60 gummies, but I think it's 2. Is it 1 or 2? Yeah, it's 2 gummies. So it's only like 30 days worth in the thing. And she'd had a couple to see if she liked them anyway, and she didn't. But I did really, really like these. But in terms of value, if you are considering trying some melatonin and you're somewhere that you can get it, this is a way better deal. So what is this? How many of these am I supposed to take? Yeah, 1. I was just checking that was actually true. So 1 tablet, 120 in here. They're little tablets rather than gummies. So again, I like to brush my teeth before I come downstairs because if I'm like super zonked out from the melatonin, I don't want to wake myself up brushing my teeth. So brushing my teeth and then coming down and taking a gummy is not my favorite. So that's part of the thing as well. But it's much, much more cost effective to get these than it is the gummies. Although the gummies are, lovely. This just makes more sense financially. So yeah, taking the magnesium, can't tell you whether or not that helps with sleep because I also take melatonin. The zinc, time will tell. I did get vitamin D. Someone told me that I should be taking something else. Or a couple of people, when I mentioned these at first, someone said I should be taking another supplement that helps me to absorb these. So I stopped taking these altogether because I thought maybe this was the problem. Maybe this was the thing that was having the issue with the sickness, because I wasn't taking something to help absorb it. I don't know. But I haven't been taking these. What I have been taking, oh my God, I've no idea what we were talking about. My dad turned up, freaked me out because obviously just came in the house. I was like, oh my God, who is that? Anyway, loving my sweatshirt. Also, Karen came in the meantime. It's been like an hour and a half. Karen came in the meantime, collected the perfumes to go off to our customers. I'm so nervous. I'm hoping that tomorrow the sample that I sent to myself will go off. The sample that went off that I sent to myself will be returned to me intact. I'm hoping. I'm nervous, but I'm hoping. And yeah, she's got everything now. So now it's just a matter of, I need to take the photos. I need to get them on the website. And then I'm going to keep everything crossed. I don't know why I'm so nervous about it. We sell other things that are liquid. I was talking to Karen about it when she came and she said, this is how I felt about the diffusers. Obviously, we were selling them in a bottle, but we were kind of, what if? And this is not different. It's got a closure. It has a seal. There's no reason that this would leak when the diffuser and the room spray bottles don't leak. There's no reason at all. Just kind of have it in my head, you know? Anyway, yeah, I was talking about, what was I talking about? Supplements. I was talking about supplements. So what I've been doing is just taking the odd supplement at night to see whether or not I feel anything, if I feel sick. The other supplements that I bought were not supplements at all. They were caffeine, which obviously I don't take those at night. But yeah, the magnesium one so far, good. And I think I was going to show you that I'd got one that was like a cod liver oil type, and that's been fine. But maybe it was the vitamin D that was causing the problem, because I wasn't taking it alongside the other thing. I don't know. Anyway, I've got to get back to work now and catch up, because that was more time spent downstairs than anticipated. It is Thursday. You know what that means. No school run. No school run for me. It's also a Thursday when I'm working late, and I'm not a singer, and I haven't got anything specific that needs to be done today, but I do have lots of like, these things need to be done around the house, like lots of like cleaning, putting away my clothes, that kind of thing. And that's the kind of stuff that usually on a Thursday I'll put off because, oh, I need to film this, I need to edit this before I start work. But this week I don't really have that excuse. So I'm going to try and get as much of my, as I refer to it, the to-do list that's in the cloud above my head. I'm going to try and get, what is that? Why have I got something on my, I was like acting as if this was a plaster. I'll tell you what that is. That is the sticky tape that I removed from my face when I woke up this morning. I've been taping my mouth and here, because if I'm going to be doing my mouth, I may as well do my forehead at the same time. You know, the like, this, you see, like, basically tape it so that your line here is apart from each other. And this is the first morning that I woke up and the tape was like elsewhere on my face. I think I must have had a rough night. But yeah, I want to get all of those things ticked off so that when I start work, I can feel like way more relaxed and chill. And then this weekend, it'll feel a bit of a fresh start. I've actually got a hair appointment this weekend. I haven't had a regular hair appointment in a long time, but when I went last time, I obviously went blonder, and so she wanted to see me sooner, just to see like how, if that makes it sound like she's a doctor, to see how it's like looking after just 6 weeks, but also whether or not it needs to be like top roots wise, if the tone is still good. We'll see. I don't feel like I need to go, but because I am going, I want to do something, you know, because I'm taking the time to go and I've got the appointment. So I might go blonder. Just because I can. Just for fun. I also feel like I've not completely gotten rid of this cold. I'm so congested. Lee's just as bad as I was last week. So we're just probably just going to pass it back and forth in forever. But yeah, that's where I'm at today. It's Thursday morning. I'm going to go and reset for the next week. I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching my mundane life, where I do the same things all the time and just complain. I don't know why you do, but you do. So I'll keep filming my mundane life where I do the same things every week. And I'll see you next week.